Hi, how you doing today? Welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing the zodiac sign of Capricorn, and this is going to be the May 2021 reading. Okay, keep in mind these readings are timeless, so even if you find it at another time, that was when you were meant to find it. Okay, this is, sometimes it resonates, sometimes it doesn't. It is a general collective reading, and if it doesn't resonate, uh, it might later because it's fortune telling. It may not have happened yet. So if that's the case, you're more than welcome to go to my channel and rewatch any of the videos. You should also be getting your rising, your sun, moon, and rising signs. That give you a fuller energy reading on whatever you're focusing on. Okay. Let me see. I think that's it. If you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, share. It really does help the channel grow and expand. All right. So, as you know, I usually start with some oracle cards. And the first one is going to be from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and it's Flamingo Spirit. It's telling you to embrace the in-between. Okay? Embrace the in-between. I know some people don't like the oracle cards, or they don't want to wait for the tarot, but these cards work in coordination with each other. So if you don't care for oracle cards, that's okay. Just fast forward maybe about a minute. It shouldn't be too long. I have two more to pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Star Ancestor. It's telling you to follow the voice of your soul. Okay. Follow the voice of your soul. One more, please. Direction Guardian. And it's telling you to choose your path. Which way are you going forward? Okay, now I'm going to do a 5-position spread. It's past, present, future. Let me see. Advice from Spirit and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Okay, in the past it shows you having equilibrium. So you're starting to come into balance. You have abundance. You may not see it yet, but it's there. Okay, the tower has the rainbow, the arch. Okay, if you'll notice, she has that same arch in the opposite direction, but the water is flowing between the two cups is an impossible angle in physics for this dimension anyways. Okay, so she's standing, she's balanced. 1 foot on land, 1 foot on the water. So it looks like you're starting to catch your balance. You're in that, like it says here with Flamingo Spirit, you're in the in-between time. You're between the conception of the idea and the actual manifestation of it. But it's telling you to follow the voice of your soul and choose your direction. Sorry, it's very early in the morning. And yes, I drink coffee. There we go. All right. One more for Capricorn, please. Okay. You got the 7 of Swords. Now, there could be somebody around you that's not working in your best interest. Okay, they don't have your best interest at heart. That's called the sneaky card. And it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it's, it's not looking back with regret. Because he's actually stealing those swords from an army. The enemy, of course. And he's looking back because he can't carry those other 2 swords. And he's regretting that he can't get them too. 1, 2, 3. So, it could be moving forward, not to look back with regret. If you have somebody sneaky around you, make sure, if you know who it is or what they're doing, do your best to cut them out of your life. Don't give them any, try not to give them anything to work with. Okay? Now, in the future, it looks like you're holding on to something. Okay. All right. What is Spirit's advice for Capricorn? What is Spirit's advice for Capricorn for May? Okay, you're going, yeah, you're in the transformation right now. That is it's telling you to go ahead and accept it and transform. And enjoy it. I mean, I know everybody thinks transformation's horrible. And I mean, who wouldn't with the death card, but it's a rebirth too. You know, and you're in that in between. This is where you're determining what it is that what is your true wish fulfillment, and then stepping onto your path to go get it. That's following the directions. Or that's, you know, okay. And if you can do that, you'll be able to look back in the past instead of with regret. You will look back with nostalgia. Okay. And I was right. See, you had the death, and now you have rebirth. So you're in the transition, and but everybody's scared. Everybody's afraid of it. You don't have to be afraid of it. It's telling you to embrace the in between. You know, once you know, if you've ever been through a transition period, you know, it can be a little frightening, but if you look back in your life, once you transition out, it's like it changes your life in a good way. And not all transitions are terrible. You know, some of them are fun. Some of them are good. Think about it that way. I mean, if you're single and you fall in love and get married, enjoy the falling in love part, you know. That's a transition as well, but it's not a bad one. It's a good one. So just keep that in mind when you're doing these transitions. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this with the Marchetti Tarot Royale. All right. Oh, yeah. You're trying to look at things from a higher perspective. So you kind of put yourself in a timeout there so that you could do that. All right. Because you had gone through a tower moment. All right. And that's why you're transitioning out of this. That's why you're trying to find your balance there. You're trying to find things. You're trying to look at things from a higher perspective. Okay. So you are well aware of the fact that you have sneaky in your presence and this is a very strong energy, whoever this is. So be very cautious and be careful who you trust. Sometimes it's that person that you trust that is the one that is doing you the worst. Okay. And again, that could be just looking back without any regrets. Follow your intuition. Okay, you have an inner knowing. You have an inner guidance system. We all do. Okay. So you're holding on to something. What are you holding on to? Oh. You're holding on to the past. You're feeling bound. Okay. Spirit wants you to know that no matter what's coming at you, they are with you. Okay. They're not going to send anything that you can't handle. Okay. It may seem like it at the time, but you can't keep yourself in that energy of feeling bound. You're not bound. Take your blindfold off, unwrap those chains, and walk away. And grab one of those swords on your way out the door. Okay? Your transition, you are grieving something. You've lost something. Okay? But you have two gifts behind you. This you can't fix. So go through the grieving process, but then you have to move forward. Okay? Because you have gifts behind you. The sun's coming up. A new day's dawning. Okay? I bobbled with the cards there for a minute. There we go. And I think whatever it is, I think whatever heartache it is that you're grieving here, you know, you will eventually move through the transition, have the rebirth. But this is Spirit's advice, is if you can go through the grieving process, or whatever it is that you lost, and see that there is other things out there for you, then you will find your happiness, okay? That's why you have to start looking at things with a higher perspective. Follow the voice of your soul. Okay. Alright. It's alright to be nostalgic about the past, but you need to be at peace and be very clear about it. Okay? And understand that whatever it was that happened in the past is gone. You live in the present. You can plan for the future, but the future's not here yet either. Okay? And then you have the King of Pentacles. And I think that once you transition out, you will become the King of Pentacles. Okay? Because that's your rebirth. And that's why it's telling you. And you need to enjoy your time in the transition. Okay? Once you have your rebirth, you're probably going to find a spiritual love. That is a very, very high spiritual love. And Spirit is telling you to be patient. Okay? They know you have a lot of burdens, but you have to keep moving to drop all those burdens. And once you do that, you're going to have, you know, that rebirth. You're going to have sunshine. You're going to have happiness again. You're going to have love. You're going to probably have abundance as well, because you will have learned. Okay? You need to find your path. And again, you have the elk, the deer. Those are your ancestor guides, and they're helping you. They're guiding you along your path so that you can find your direction. Okay? Alright, I'm going to pull a few Archangel cards, and let's go from there. Alright, tell me more for Capricorn. Alright, outdoors. It's Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new and creative ideas. And moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And that's something we all need to learn. I'm not very good with it yet either. I need to get a book on how to do the moon cycles. Compassion. Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Like I said, sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. So, I hope this helps you through the transition. And like I said, sometimes it's hard, but sometimes we make it harder than it has to be. So, I hope that helps. If you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for all the lovely comments. Have a great day. And if you want, I'll see you over on Patreon for the extended.